Chinese writing began thousands of years ago, at first as a form of hieroglyphic pictures, finally becoming stylized into the Chinese characters of today. There are thousands of these symbolic pictures used to represent words and ideas. Originally, the characters were used in art to convey information, but later to become the art form of Chinese calligraphy. Now it is used and enjoyed by nearly a fourth of the world's population. Using the mouth for an example, simply drawn, later standardized and shortened, eventually to become the modern version. Or the ear, developing a much more stylized form. Some characters are more abstract, but when understood, have a definite and meaningful structure. The top stroke represents heaven. The bottom stroke, the earth. The middle short stroke means one. The vertical stroke actually represents a person. The middle portion, which looks like a cross, means one mediator, one working between heaven and earth. The entire character represents king or ruler. Two or more characters, or radicals as they are called, produce complex characters with added meaning. The character for the ear and mouth can suggest other meanings, such as, let what you hear and what you say be above that of the honorable king. In doing this, one would be considered holy. Such complex characters are combined with additional characters to produce significant phrases and sentences. This is the two-character phrase, Holy Spirit. In studying selected characters, perhaps we can discover a version of Chinese Genesis. That is, an early history incorporated into the structure of the characters themselves. With such information, we can then compare with other known sources. Let's look more closely at the previous character. Three persons centrally located, for the mouth also represents person, reveal unity and equality. The abode of the three persons is heaven. The bottom stroke again is the earth. As the rain does its wonderful and needed work on the earth, so the Spirit does His supernatural work. A powerful work done again by three persons. Here also one is a mediator between heaven and earth. Altogether a worthy character to describe the Almighty Spirit of God. The all-powerful Spirit formed from the dust of the earth a man. The Spirit gave the dust man breath, and he became the first human being. Similarly, the man was brought to life by a great person speaking him into existence. Likewise, the dust man is also able to talk. Combined with a few more strokes, this one that was able to talk was also able to walk, or not, having a will to choose between right or wrong. This character for create shows the power of God to create in His image, His creature also with the ability to create. Let's look at how a form of to talk is used in another Chinese character. The god with the creative word placed the man into a beautiful garden. This is the Chinese character for garden. For a time they were clothed in beautiful garments of innocence. Yes, they, for there are two persons in the garden. One person on the left and another person coming out of his side. Look closely. Another often used character is tree or trees. The two trees character combined with other characters can give unusual meanings. A divine proclamation combined with the trees gives the surprising meaning forbid or prohibit. Or replacing the bottom with the character for woman now represents covet or desire. Here the woman entertains forbidden thoughts. Her consuming desire looks for encouragement. Her desire is magnified by an evil spirit, which privately tempts her under the covering, perhaps in the garden among the two trees shown above the evil spirit. The complete character represents the devil. This character represents the fruit that was forbidden, but which the tempter promised to be a blessing. Her desire was followed by disobedient action. The bottom portion, meaning a piece, actually looks like a person with the upper body drawn and the two arms positioned to take a piece of the tree. Yet the additional character reveals that what resulted was only weeds. The 10 mouths inform us that it is an ancient curse of sorrow and suffering. The characters on the right mean sorrow and pain. Altogether, these two characters mean bitter sorrow and pain. All these events took place in the garden. The disobedient couple are now cast out of the garden and alienated from the Creator God. Fellowship with the tempter replaced the comfort of the garden of God's own planting. Now the population of the whole world, 2 people, would be prevented from returning to the garden by a 2-mouthed biting knife. This is the character for a double-edged sword.